Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name's Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
We're picking things right where we left off. Picking things up right where we left off with Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yes.
Not quite sure how to handle what I'm about to get into, because I don't really know for sure what I'm about to get into down here. I think I'm about to go down lower than the lava has allowed us at any given point thus far.
Oh.
I did not mean to zoom out that far.
For a second, it was like all this lava was in the tree. I was like, whoa! Oh, Matt, I hate to admit it, but I kind of got into Magic the Gathering Arena online. I didn't mean to, but it happens. I've been drafting, and I did find out they do have a commander mode, but
It's called Brawl.
Yeah, I've never played it. I don't have it. I don't think I even have enough cards to make a good deck. I would want to try it. I've never even played commander with paper cards. But man, do I enjoy drafting. That is like, oh man, I love it. I love it so much. And so far, I've been doing well enough to almost earn the currency back every time. So I guess I'm pretty good. That's pretty good. I can keep playing.
Okay, this is going all sorts of not great.
Pretty fun. The current set right now is called Secrets of Strixhaven.
Yeah, which is like, I think actually most of the time, Magic Arena will get the upcoming paper set like a week before it releases on paper.
Oh, is it not out yet for paper?
I think it is, but
Okay.
I think it just like probably dropped a little bit sooner in Arena.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun set. It's like designed for multicolor, which I always like. But there's only 5 archetypes. Nice, this is done.
Now what? Oh, gotta hit it one more time. Now what?
Da 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 da.
Why must the rotating thing keep continuing to be a problem? Like, yeah, how am I even supposed to navigate around that? Is there a floor I can walk on now?
I don't.
And it won't let me make a soul link here to save.
Ah. Do you have a favorite, like, deck type you like to play? Like, control or aggro or...
Come on.
Oh,
at least,
my.
okay. It did save after I
Okay. Good.
stopped up some of the lava. Anyway. I'm definitely not a control player, I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm also not necessarily really on the aggro side of things either.
Do you like...
The colors I lean towards generally are green and black, I would say.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, it sounds like green. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, call me simple if you want, but I'm much more of a, like, I want to beat you with my own power kind of person rather than, yeah, let me just find some convoluted way to, like, limit you and or, you know, like, use, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. I will admit, I used to like mill strategies in the past, but I don't like to use it against people because it's so frustrating for other people to play against. Because it's like, you know, I'm countering everything they do and I'm just like destroying your library, so I feel bad for playing it. But it's fun. It's fun when you get it. So now I do more like I usually like blue-black, but this current set doesn't have a blue-black archetype, so I've been playing a lot of white-black.
Okay.
And blue-red is an archetype, which is more, you just like spam instants and sorceries, so that's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, blue-red. That's like... Blue-red is basically the aggro... Well, nah, not exactly. I don't know. That's kind of the hybrid between aggro and control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which ends up with a lot of people using it for a lot of different reasons.
The weirdest thing about this set is there's no, like, goblin aggro. Like, there's almost no goblins at all. Kind of weird.
Yeah, so the set that I kind of like started off playing Magic with, and thus, I don't know, I guess I have sort of a soft spot for it, so to speak, was oh geez, years ago. It was called Amonkhet.
Okay.
It's like very Egypt inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of, obviously a lot of desert-related stuff, but some of the primary mechanics from that set included placing -1 counters on things, and also something called cycling.
Yeah.
So that resulted in a lot of, like, you know, some of the featured creatures from it were indestructible, but the whole -1 counter placement thing allowed you to still be able to get rid of them by just making them literally have no strength.
I see.
Technically no toughness.
Yeah. I started playing, like, I had friends who played when I was a kid, and I was like, I got some cards, but I really actually started playing with the Judgment set, which I'm not trying to look up when that came out. I'm not even finding it on the set list for some reason. Judgment. Oh, there it is. Judgment and Onslaught. That was like when I really first started playing. Wow, 2002. That's crazy. I still have some of the old cards from this set. Oh man, I'm looking at some of the cards. It's like really bringing back the nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was one of the older sets from before I really started getting into it.
Let me see. What was the one you said?
Amonkhet.
Amonkhet.
And the follow-up to that was called Hour of Devastation.
Okay, yeah.
They were kind of like companion sets almost.
Okay. So did you get in because of Commander or just normal constructed?
No, I got in because a while back, like probably Xbox 360 generation, there was a free Magic the Gathering thing in Games with Gold.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
Amonkhet happened to be kind of like the feature set of it. I want to say that was like, I don't know, 2015 or so. Maybe 16.
I also played quite a bit in Zendikar. And I have a number of full art lands from Zendikar. I don't know how much those are worth, but...
Well, better than just the regular old lands, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Or they're worth more, I should say.
I want to look through and see how much some of my stuff's worth. I do have somewhere I have a Jace Mind Sculptor card. I think, unless I lost it. I think that's worth some money.
Sorry, I'm a little stuck for what to do in this situation. Like, it seems almost like I'm supposed to go over here, but like I can't really get anywhere over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to move that, maybe? Okay, and I immediately die. What the heck? Yeah, literally, like, can't move the thing, but also, like, can't seem to go around it either. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Do I, like, try and pull it backwards with me? Okay. That did a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe now I do that. Aha. Okay. But anyway, so I guess in a way kind of the short answer to your question about, you know, my Magic play style is some people don't like this, but I'm kind of the type of player who just really likes to sort of ping people for damage here and there.
Yeah, that is fun. I like that. I made a pretty good, like, burn deck that was all red, just burn spells. And people hated playing against it. It was kind of fun to play. I feel bad, like, you know, when you're playing with friends, I don't want to play, like, annoying decks, but sometimes those are just so much fun to play.
Yeah, well, the people I have kind of ended up playing with a lot lately, most of them I think kind of have higher bracket decks, and they just don't really, well, like, I'm pretty sure most of my decks would maybe be like a bracket 2, if that.
Yeah. I think all these decks I'm describing too are not like top tier decks.
Yeah, well, and they say for the most part that they're probably using like bracket 3, pretty much only because, you know, there's no game changers and like no really quick and like simple infinite combo setups.
Yeah. Those are annoying to me when you get some kind of infinite combo turn 3 and it's like, okay, it's not fun. Like today you can look up deck lists and just like do something like that. Back in the day when I played, which apparently was 2002 or 2011, my friends and I would just like, you know, we had some cards and we just make whatever deck we can out of the cards and do the best we can. And so it was more just we didn't even think about this is a bracket whatever. Like,
I think the competitiveness of casual Magic players has kind of, I don't know, like with a lot of games, in my opinion, just generally speaking, video games and, you know, card games like that, it has made it difficult for people who, you know, aren't trying as hard. Like, I don't want to just play the meta, and I don't want to, like, when I'm making a deck, I want to make it around a theme. I'm not necessarily making it with the win con in mind.
Right. Yeah. I think that's part of why I like draft so much, is because you literally can't just make a meta. Like you just have to work with what you have, work with what you get, kind of make a strategy, like a theme, exactly like you're talking about. When you're drafting, it's a 40 card deck and you just like get the best cards you can that synergize or whatever. And you can't get like infinite combos or anything unless you get like super lucky. But I think that's why I like that format so much. I don't really like Constructed. I should say this. I played Constructed on Magic the Gathering Arena. Right now, online, there's a really stupid meme deck. There's a card where it's one of those cards where you can have any number of it. So, like, in Magic the Gathering Arena, if you craft 4 of that card, then you have unlimited. So I just crafted 4. I have unlimited of this bunny card. And then every time you play it, it like makes tokens based on how many of that card are in play. So literally the whole deck is just like play bunny card, get more bunnies. And most people aren't expecting it and just lose. But that's part of why I hate Constructed. It's just like draft is so much more fun to me. Like I said, I haven't played Commander, so I'm sure that's like a whole different animal. I don't know how that works. Is there like top tier Commander decks? Do people get competitive with that?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some competitive stuff, and the thing with Commander, part of the reason so many people like to use Commander is because it's, generally speaking, kind of one of the, as far as particular cards being banned or unusable, like, it's, although, I don't know, maybe it technically has more cards banned, but they're, like, as far as set restrictions, you know, as far as, like, which set release you're able to use, like, it kind of just doesn't have that.
Oh, really? So you can just use any set?
You can use any cards, well, not any cards, but you can use cards from any set throughout the entire history of Magic the Gathering.
Oh my gosh. Black Lotuses?
Well, and there are still some cards that are either banned or restricted or something like that, technically speaking, especially were people to actually play competitively.
So I assume people use like proxies all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
See,
And that's-
I think
That's part of my problem with making a more competitive deck is I just like to use the cards that I happen to get in booster packs.
exactly.
And, you know, I also don't like proxying things really so much.
I 100% agree, which is another reason I like draft, because you have the card. I remember the first time I saw a proxy when I was a kid, and the guy was like, oh yeah, this is... I was like, what are you doing? This is just like a printed piece of paper. What is this? He's like, oh no, it's a proxy. I'm like, what? You don't own the card. Why are you playing it? I think I even called the judge over. I was like, is this... like, what's going on here? This guy's like putting a fake card in front of me. They're like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird to me. It felt like I can't think of the word, like fake money, when people print fake money, counterfeit. Like you were trying to counterfeit a Magic card. But that was the day I learned about proxies. Have you ever watched like high level Magic? I wonder if people use proxies for those. Probably not. If you're high level, you've spent enough money.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Man. Sorry, maybe I'm just, you know, allergic to the thought of that. Yeah, I don't know for sure about full-on competitions and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know. Once I started doing constructed and I see proxies and meta decks, I was like, I'm out. I'm doing sealed or draft, because you just use what you have, and that's how my friends and I used to play. It's just like, you open the packs and that's it. You just gotta do the best with what you have.
I actually need to clear out these enemies.
Wow, yeah. We've been
rambling on about
Magic.
Magic a lot.
Maybe we should get to the passage of the day here. So, last time I talked about how Paul was trying to spread the word about Jesus to different nations and cities and that kind of thing. And the Holy Spirit / the Spirit of Jesus did not let him go to certain places. And then he got a vision to go to Macedonia. And then, just as some context, he went to different places. He met a woman who was a real worshiper of the true God, it says, and she went to Paul and his group went to her house and baptized everyone in her home, which is pretty cool. Then we get to this. We're still in Acts 16, and I'm gonna read 16 through 24, which is kind of long. But you know what? I'll go to. Oh my gosh, I want to read like the whole thing, but Sorry, I'm just reading really quick. Okay, I will read to 32. Sorry, Matt, it's gonna be a long one. 16 to 32. Okay, Acts 16, 16 to 32 says, one day we were going to the place for prayer, and a servant girl met us. She had a spirit in her that gave her the power to tell what would happen in the future. By doing this, she earned a lot of money for the men who owned her. She started following Paul and the rest of us around. She kept shouting, these men are servants of the Most High God. They are telling you how you can be saved. She continued doing this for many days. This bothered Paul, so he turned and said to the spirit, by the power of Jesus Christ, I command you to come out of her. Immediately the spirit came out. When the men who owned the servant girl saw this, they realized that they could no longer use her to make money. So they grabbed Paul and Silas and dragged them to the public square to meet with the authorities. They brought Paul and Silas before the Roman officials and said, these men are Jews, and they are making trouble in our city. They are telling people to do things that are not right for us as Romans to do. The whole crowd turned against Paul and Silas. The officials tore the clothes off both men and ordered that they be beaten with rods. They were beaten severely and thrown into jail. The officials told the jailer, guard them very carefully. When the jailer heard the special order, he put Paul and Silas far inside the jail and bound their feet with large blocks of wood. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing songs to God. The other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was an earthquake so strong that it shook the foundation of the jail. All the doors of the jail opened, and the chains on all the prisoners fell off. The jailer woke up and saw that the jail doors were open. He thought that the prisoners had already escaped, so he got his sword and was ready to kill himself. But Paul shouted, don't hurt yourself, we are all here. Excuse me. The jailer told someone to bring a light. Then he ran inside and, shaking with fear, fell down in front of Paul and Silas. Then he brought them outside and said, men, what must I do to be saved? They said to him, believe in the Lord Jesus, and you will be saved, you and all who live in your house. So Paul and Silas told the message of the Lord to the jailer and all the people who lived in his house. Sorry, Matt, I also just realized I'm reading ERV. I was looking at different translations and I never switched back to our usual NIV, so sorry about that. I'm gonna do that right now. But yeah, last time we were talking about how some doors are closed and others are opened. This is a perfect example of that in action. There was a woman, this was a little long. There was a woman who had a spirit in her that let her tell the future. And if I kind of remember correctly, anytime someone's like a fortune teller or reading the future, it's not good. It's always bad. You're not supposed to do that, I guess. So, they basically exorcise the demon or the spirit, whatever it is. It says spirit, it doesn't say demon.
Sorry, real quick. I don't think I want to get into whatever's about to happen here.
Oh. Go ahead. I have a lot to say, so go ahead, yeah.
Okay, I just figured this might trigger major series of events in the game. I don't know.
That's okay.
Or it's actually going to calm everything down. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, this is going to be another one of those run for my life kind of situations, isn't it? Okay, that hurts. Yeah.
So yeah, they do the right thing and get this spirit out of the girl. And then her owners are like, oh, these guys are causing trouble. Let's get them to the Roman guards. They get severely flogged, beaten with rods, thrown into jail. Like, at that point, I would be like, oh, man, like, this sucks. Oh, achievement.
Jeez, really?
You know, at that point, I would be thinking, like, this sucks. Like, I did the right thing, and then all this horrible stuff happened. But after they're thrown in jail, they continue to praise God, praying and singing hymns. The other prisoners were listening, and suddenly the earthquake kind of, you know, breaks open the jail. And I guess they just sit there. The jail breaks open and they just sit there. Because, again, that's like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're rewarded for it because all the prisoners are watching. They see how these Christians react to these situations, how they act. And they become believers in Jesus. And even the jailer, him and all his house, you know, is saved because of all these series of events. So again, it's just, you know, they're trying to travel and spread the word, and all this stuff happens to hinder them, and they're in this terrible situation. But they just, you know, this whole opportunity opens up, like a really beautiful opportunity that never would have happened. Basically, just do the right thing and, you know, save that girl. That was the whole thing that started the events. I cannot even imagine, like, you know, spreading the word to a group of prisoners and you know, being that example of, like, how to be a good Christian. Like, man, what a cool opportunity. Yeah, you know, also, I can't say if I was beaten, flogged, and thrown in jail that I would have enough energy to be singing hymns and praying to God out loud, man. I'd be like just defeated. I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I don't even, you know, like, I sing hymns and stuff at church, but you know, day-to-day life, I can't say that I'm like singing out loud and stuff like that.
And so, like, it's kind of interesting comparing this to another story in the Bible where it's like there's a similar sort of jailbreak situation, but in that case they like don't, or in that case they do actually, like, you know, leave the prison. But it
is that Peter?
Possibly. Oh my gosh.
The shackles, the angel breaks the shackles and he gets out, kind of a thing.
Well, it was like, yeah, in that case there was specifically an angel involved. So to anyone who might be like, well, okay, why did they stay in this case and leave in the other one? Well, they were kind of given specific directions by some sort of heavenly being.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, he was good. By the way, this is weird. I'm on Bible Gateway. We're talking about how fortune telling is wrong. At least it's always interpreted as wrong in the Bible. I got an advertisement on Bible Gateway that includes a fortune teller. The advertised kind of house thing. Very weird timing and a very weird site to put that on, but anyway, it like popped up. I was like, what the heck, really? Oh, and yeah, one other thing I wanted to point out real quick, because we are kind of out of time. The jailer asks, sirs, what must I do to be saved? And all they say, the only thing is, believe in the Lord Jesus, and you will be saved. You and your household.
Bro, this whole sequence is...
But yeah, I mean, it's exactly like what everybody always preaches about, and what people are annoyed with. Watch people who are literally annoyed when you say, like, hey, be saved, you believe in Jesus. People are like, what? What's wrong with you? You saying I'm going to hell if I don't believe in Jesus? I don't make the rules.
And I'm like, it's not me saying that. It's kind of the Bible.
Don't kill the messenger.
There's literally nowhere along this thing that I could save.
Yeah.
This is why I was hesitant to start it.
That's okay. We did. I mean, I feel like we did have enough time, and I'm not in a rush.
Well, I have to rush through this because if I take too long in certain sections, I die for taking too long.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, what? There was fire there? Okay, I'm like kind of safe in the water, but still can't like make a soul link to save or anything. And I really could use some health.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal, man. Such a long.
Ow. And yeah. Because I got hit by the falling rocks that I could barely see before they were hitting me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping where I keep dying is close to the end.
I would think so.
Because otherwise, oh my gosh. Like, how did the devs think this was even possible if that's not the case? Or possible, sure, but like, how would anyone think it's reasonable? Like, I just can't for the life of me figure out what I'm supposed to do at that part where I keep dying.
Right. Well, at least you have a lot of health this time. Full health. You're good to go.
Okay. Getting rid of one of these guys at a time. Okay. Oh, come on, really? Alright. And this part I think is automatic. Yep, I was literally right before the end of it, dagnabbit.
Dang. Oh, what? Did it just let you pass? It just let you pass.
Yeah, there's some parts of it where it's, again, simply because taking too long gets you killed. Although, the one section where I got hurt by the fire is just like, okay, I guess because of having less health previous times, the fire killed me instead of only hurting me. Okay. And there's more stuff going on now. Oh, jeez. I'm in control of Naru.
Whoa.
Once again.
That's cool.
Which I had not been since the start of the game.
Oh, Nelly.
People watching the video at this point are probably hearing the Xbox achievement sounds twice, because they pop up in the game on my Xbox, and then they also pop up on my computer.
Yeah.
So, bird that was our enemy finally saw, like, you know, that other people were just trying to protect loved ones, and then came to the conclusion that what she was doing was wrong, and that she needed to put the light back, I guess.
I guess. You just beat the game?
I think I might have. Which,
wow.
I mean, then makes sense for why that sequence was so tough.
Yeah. Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, I guess there's some of the abilities that clearly are, you know, missable if you don't go to all the, like, small ancestral trees and whatnot.
Yeah. Because we kept waiting for you to get...
The freaking dash that I still never got. I can only imagine how much easier the traversing some of that stuff would have been if I had that dash. I did it a harder way, which means I'm a better gamer.
Yeah. That was on purpose.
And the egg that was being protected by the antagonist, it also survived.
Well,
Yep.
nice job. Man.
Says it right there, completed the game.
All right. Well, that was unexpected. Very nice. Did you even have another game picked out?
Well, I had to specifically go and purchase this game, remember, because
Yeah.
the second Ori game was free with Game Pass.
That's right. That's right.
Even the basic one, I think. So, yeah, that's the plan for what I'm doing next, I guess. We'll just
Yeah.
have more Ori, just in a different game.
Hey, I enjoyed it, so yeah, I'm down. That was awesome. Nice job. That game, I mean, it seemed pretty difficult, to be honest.
Especially at the end there. Good grief.
Yeah. Nashville Music Scoring Orchestra. Nice. I like Nashville. Wabi Sabi sound.
There was voice talent? Well, okay, I guess the really deep voice, yeah, for sure. And there was one or two things that actually had voices to them, even if it wasn't all, like, you know, in understandable English or anything.
Yeah.
Might not have even been in any actual language. But anyway. Okay. Well, so yeah, that's officially gonna do it for Ori and the Blind Forest, which means Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I think is what it's called, is the next one.
Yeah, that sounds right. I didn't know this was like Xbox Studios too, or Microsoft. Very cool. I mean, it's such an artistic game. It's really good.
Yeah. And
if
clearly
you
there's
remember-
more to do within it.
I forgot to bring this up. Maybe we can talk about it next time if I remember, but Microsoft and Xbox is starting to, like, I was so worried about it, and now Sony is making all these mistakes and Microsoft is doing all this cool stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Sony's getting more expensive. They're doing DRM, so you can't share any games anymore, and all of their live service games are just like falling flat on their face. And then that new CEO, okay, I will admit, I judged too early. She seems like she's doing cool stuff. She lowered the price of Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, I judged her too early. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Although it might also just be, you know, she saw that, like, well, what do people like the least about Sony stuff and PlayStation stuff? Oh, the price. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do the opposite.
man, it's like common sense. Might
People
actually
like
win
things
the
that aren't
market.
as expensive? What?
You just like listen to a little bit to the gaming community and you can figure out what will make people happy. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, that's a bigger discussion, but
Yeah.
Alright, that's it.
Also,
Nope, this is
I
the
literally have no
post-credits.
clue how this might have been different from the original release, because this is the definitive edition.
Oh, okay. That's the post-credit scene.
Okay, that's it.
Yay! Good job, Matt. That was difficult. You did it, though.
Okay. So, when all was said and done, let me see what it says about, you know, the stats on that. So, 75% overall game completion in a bit over 9.5 hours.
So can you probably can go back and get all the stuff you're missing, I would assume so.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of the reason why there was that one specific save point, like,
Yeah.
right before I did the last thing.
Because there's no way to go back. Yeah.
Well, and that particular kind of save point is one that allows the teleporting to the other ones,
Okay.
so you could go back.
I got it. Very cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Unexpected win.
Well, we have gone well over our usual time frame. If you've watched this whole video, thanks a lot, because,
Yeah.
you know, some people don't like to stick around this long.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to see more Ori and the Blind Forest, or actually, it will be Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
If you want to see more Ori, we're gonna do that very soon. And clearly you like that if you stuck around this long. So yeah, subscribe so you don't miss it. And
Yeah.
we'll have more coming at you soon.
We'll have more. Get ready.
And if you have any other game suggestions for after that, feel free to let us know down in the comments.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will not belabor you with all the other possible interactions that we would appreciate, but you probably know the drill if you've watched much YouTube or done any social media at all. So that's going to do it for us today. So yeah, until the next time, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.